I'm Richard Rody, hello, and I'm a lifelong resident of Rhode Island. I grew up in Silver Lake. This state means a lot to me. I have a vested interest in this state. I raised a family in this state. I have businesses in this state. And the way the state has just spiraled out of control, I've had enough myself. The point is leadership. The word leadership in itself, there is no leadership up there. None. There's leadership, but they follow the leader, the puppets. I'm not a puppet. I want to represent the 10,000 people in my district. They're not being represented. A lot of you are not being represented by a lot of representatives that are up there. The representative that's in my district right now tried to shove $350 million in taxes down our throats in '08. Could we afford that? He tried to, things that, we're talking, go and get your taxes done. A tax on that. A tax on landscapers, a tax on, he tried to double tax things, taxing your rent. Can we afford these things? No, enough is enough. This is our state. This is not their state. This is not for some things, this is not their playground. This is like someone said up here, they go up there and it's like their castle. And you go, I've been up there many times and I've gone to hearings and, I'll tell you, it's ridiculous. I actually was up there one time, they were arguing about voter ID, whether a picture should be on that voter ID or not. Now come on, common sense says picture. But they actually sat there for about 2 hours and argued this point. That's why nothing gets done up there. And now, the end result is there's not going to be a picture on that ID. So what's the point of having that ID? This is the problem that goes on in this state year after year. And you know what? You guys coming out here is a great example of, we want to change the way things are in this state. The thing is, we do need more people coming out here. When I decided to run for office last year, 2 years ago, I ran in '08. My dad said to me, he says, Rich, how big's the hole in your head? You're a smart guy. You got a good business. So, why would you want to get involved in that? I said, Dad, you know what? Because it's my obligation. I feel it's my obligation as a citizen of Rhode Island. I feel it's my obligation as a father. I feel it's my obligation, period, to go up there. It's not for the fat cats. It's not for just lawyers. It's not just for just doctors where people are under that assumption. It's for everybody, we the people. It's for everybody. It doesn't matter what you do in life. You know what? If you have a voice, you have a brain, guess what? You're qualified. If you live in Rhode Island, you're qualified. Now, I'm not up here to bash my opponent. The last thing I have to say about my opponent is he's not from Rhode Island. He's been here going on 7 years. And you know what? He's been in office since he came to Rhode Island. How can a man like that represent our state and us as people if you don't know us and you didn't grow up with us or you didn't live with us long enough to know what this state is about? We're a unique state. We're unique people as far as I'm concerned. It's a very small state, and for the problems that we have in this state, it's ridiculous for being such a small state with 1 million people in here. And like some of our other candidates stated earlier, hopefully we will be still in this state 4 years from now, 8 years from now, because a lot of people are packing up and they're leaving. The ones that can afford to. Unfortunately, the ones that can't afford to are left behind. This is wrong. This is sad. It shouldn't be this way. My platform is about quality of life for everyone in Rhode Island, whether it be healthcare, the school systems, so on and so forth. The fact of the matter is, I can go on and on. I would like to see Rhode Island on a level playing field so we're in competition with our bordering states, for one, so we don't see Rhode Island cars going over state lines anymore, buying goods and services over state lines to save a couple of percentage points, or at this point in Massachusetts, 0.75, but Rhode Islanders are still going there. We need to be more competitive. We need to get rid of the inventory tax. We need to bolster up our schools. I believe in mayoral academies. I believe in charter schools. They set a bar for your traditional schools, and they're not funded the same way. Kids have a choice. Parents have a choice. I believe in regionalization. We need to really start to look at who's running the state. And you know what? Stop them. Clean house and start new. I know Latinos that are illegal. They were born here or they came here the proper channels. And these people are upset with the illegals from their same culture, same nationality, so on and so forth. Yes, this incredibly hurts our state. It hurts our state you just said it in those numbers. And you know what? These people that came through Ellis Island, they did it the right way. Back then, I mean, we were at your meeting the other night, and it was, there was mentioned Ellis Island. You even look sick. Boom, boom. Detained for 2 months or whatever, what have you. That's the way it was supposed to be done. And these people did it the right way. And there's still people doing it the right way. If they do it the right way, that's fine. You come here. We open doors. But the fact of the matter is, if you're here illegally, you're breaking the law. And if you bring your children here, well, you expect sympathy. But the fact of the matter is, yes, I'm sympathetic to children. But the parents broke the law. Period. We have laws in place for a reason. It's to protect us, not only us physically and mentally, but also our way of life. If there's a group of people in the thousands and the millions that are upsetting our way of life, we have to do something about it. Am I wrong? Very simple. There's somebody on your street. This is the instigator who's breaking windows or taunting kids. You're gonna get rid of that person out of the neighborhood, right? You're gonna get together. You're gonna coalesce, and you're gonna run this person out of that neighborhood, or at least off that street. Well, this is no different. Like I started to say before, competition. It really starts with schools. That's where it starts. See, a lot of the business don't. Think about it. You're a corporation, okay? You're looking for a place to set up another place, in the country, and you look at Rhode Island, and you realize, well, they have an undereducated population, okay? That's a problem. Tax problems, resources, inventory tax, competition from other states. We have to look at the schools first. We have to really support our schools. We have to support our students. Not every kid is going to go to college. Not every child is destined to go to college. We need to actually look at that and set up schools for that. So at least these kids have a chance. Not every kid is going to be a rocket scientist. Not every kid is going to be a lawyer. Not every kid is going to be, some are going to be, bakers. You know what? We need to set up schools so they can test this out, try this out, try that out, get their core academics done, but get these things done so they get a little real life experience. That's where that should start. And then, again, competition with other states. You know what? We need to get rid of that inventory tax. That hurts a lot of companies in Rhode Island. There's no need for it. It's ridiculous. That's first. The corporate tax. We really have to be in line with there's no competition. You can just drive through and go there. That's where it starts. It starts with our schools, and then it starts from there. Then once we have a base of it, we have to keep these kids here. How do we keep them here? Well, we have to get these companies in here. Again, it's a combination of education, really bolstering our education system, regionalization, and again, competition with our other states. Examine what they do. Went fishing with Dad. You know what? To tax that's like taxing birth. That's coming. It is coming. It's already here. You know what I'm saying? This is our God-given right as Rhode Islanders. We have a beautiful bay, like Eric said, but yes, it's beautiful for us, and we shouldn't have to pay for that. We pay enough in taxes to be able to take advantage of our beaches. Governor Allman, years ago decided to take the barrels off the beaches because it was costing money. So therefore, we had to start taking our bag, anything we brought to the beach, take it off the beach. But anyway, that right there, that when I heard that bill, I almost passed out from it. I was like, you got to be kidding me.